Morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It is Ashley J here. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you will always be notified whenever I post, go live, or whatever. But anywho, without further ado, um, it's Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. And right now, I'm out running errands. My phone is myself and really get my channel up and going. Why not do a story time? I'm in the car, and I've been wanting to tell this story for a minute. So here we go. What year? Oh, the year doesn't matter. So I used to work at this place that had like a contract um, with the government, I guess, or whatever. And the employees there, of course, we had regular, everyday, normal people, and then we had employees that had disabilities, like we had people that are blind, people that are deaf, you know, all different types of disabilities. But they was able to work at this place, as part of a special program and whatnot. And so I'm working there. I'm getting to know a lot of different people. Learning to not be so just assume things about people. To educate myself more. But anyway, so the job was fairly easy, because we pretty much doing like food service or whatever. Like I worked on a naval base, and again, we were at different type of employees that worked there. So one day, I was working the weekend, and the hours are different, and everybody don't work the weekend. So we had this girl, we can call her Little Mama, okay, and then we had this lady, we just gonna call her Dee Dee or whatever. Now Dee Dee is an older lady, and she is deaf. I think she can hear a little bit of whatever because, just from my experience and what I know, about deaf people and how they sound when they try like to talk and all that other stuff. Like she could talk, like it was I don't know how to explain it, but anyway. But legally, whatever she was deaf, so that's how we had to, go about, treating her or whatever. But this lady caused like a lot of trouble. Like she was moved from galley to galley to galley. It's always an issue, Oh, I think I'm going the wrong way. I am. See, that's why I don't get to run in my mouth. But anyway, she, had to get moved. So finally, eventually, she get moved to our gallery and whatnot. I don't know the lady. I just, hear what everybody's saying. And I'm not necessarily the type of person that's going to listen to what other people say about a person and you just be treating them, I try to get to know for myself or whatever. And that's just how I move, And again, this job, different people, it was fairly easy. So usually, in my experience, when jobs are like real easy, it'd be a whole lot of drama. People ain't got nothing else to do but keep up drama and give each other business about stuff they ain't got nothing to do with the job. Anywho, so nobody like Diddy. Now, Lil Mama definitely didn't like her ass, and they had got into it before our little shift started. And this particular day, I was the crew leader, so I had to, run my line, and Lil Mama wasn't on my line, so I just, just keep things cool. I was just like, just can we just like chill out? I'll come down by you. You finished telling me what it is that we was talking about. Now, we finna start. And I ain't trying to have none of this drama or whatnot. Cool. So Diddy is on my line. So we showed. So we up there, meal to start. And we talking to each other or whatever, and pretty much she's telling me how she don't like little mama and she's scared of little mama because she think little mama gonna try to beat her up, da 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 da. But he was just bit Billy dad ass anyway. I'm like just don't even worry about it. And she was talking about, now mind you, deaf people, they had a clique, okay? They clicked up together. The blind people was a clique, like it is cliques like high school, okay? The other deaf people really didn't fuck with Didi either, for real, because that's how much drama she would keep up. So she was telling me about another deaf lady that had got into it with little mama or whatever. And I was just like, the other deaf lady, I call her Mantis. I was like, well, Mantis don't like me, and I don't know why, because I mean, shit, just because she's deaf, we still communicate with each other, you body language and all that. And we did have like a little slight back and forth at one point in time. Our crew leading, and she didn't want to be in her position and be in her spot and want to argue back and forth. It's crazy. Another story for another day. So I'm just like, she don't like me or whatever. And that's all I said, okay? She's like, well, I said, shit, I don't know, but I don't really care, and that was it. The rest of this shit go smooth. Nothing, right? Cool. Get off. Next day, come to work. And this particular day, because I had like Tuesday and Wednesday off, so yeah, so it was like Monday. So that's like my Friday. And everybody when you getting paid on Friday or whatever, you didn't work, especially when it's been short, so you overwork, yeah. You be ready to go home like soon as it's time to clock out, okay? And that was definitely me. I'm dog ass tired, plus I had other responsibilities outside of work, as most of us do. So, I done finished my work for the day, and cleaned up and everything. I still got a couple of minutes before I clock out, so I go sit down. I'm sitting down, just staring at the clock like, man, come on, hurry up. Man just come rolling up on me, right? I'm sitting down, and she's tall and lanky or whatever, and I'm 5'7", and at the time, I had to be like at least 300 pounds. But anyway, but I was sitting down, so she walks up on me or whatever, in bike language, you can tell, somebody got a problem, and she faced all twisted up. Mind you, she deaf, okay? I am not. I don't even really speak sign language for real. I know a little bit, not enough to have a conversation and all that. So she, walk up on me, right? And she thrusts a piece of paper at me. I'm looking at her crazy. I take the paper. I'm reading the damn paper. Pretty much. She didn't use no name, but she was like, you said that you don't like me and da-da-da-da-da. Like, that was she was writing, right? And I'm reading the shit. Now, I don't keep up mess at the job. I'm pretty much beating myself. I mean, I crack jokes here and there, whatever. I'm cool with people, but I'm not a person that's in the mess that's always running back, telling this, that wasn't me at the job, okay? So if anybody say I see anything or did anything, I know the fuck they talking about. Boy, when I tell you, I read that little piece of paper, I couldn't find nothing to write with quick enough. Then I couldn't find no goddamn paper, so I grabbed the napkin. Boy, I got the scribbling. Man, I was writing so goddamn fast. I was like, first up, I ain't never said I ain't like you. I said, and I used name. Ooh, I almost put to said that lady name. I said, Didi, this is what happened yesterday, and this is what Didi was saying, and this is what I said. I never said I didn't like you. I said I feel like you don't like me. And she's like, why you think that? Like how you act towards me or whatever. She's like, oh no, I ain't got no problem. But I'm like, I told her what it was, right? And that what was said, and don't be working up on me like that. I ain't like that shit. I was tired. Like, you fuck around, get beat up. I was feeling. So yeah, cool, right? End of it. Nope. So I leave. Come back when it's time for me to come back for work. Another time and day. Okay, it's the end of my shift. I'm waiting to clock out. And Didi on a whole totally different line on the other side of the building. And I'll be about my business when I'm trying to, get my work done. I ain't trying to drag it. No, I just want to get that shit done. So I was done with my work. I was just chilling till it's time for me to clock out. So Didi comes to find me. No, she didn't come find me just yet. The line that I was on, like I said, I had finished or whatever, and then I went to go talk to one of the crew leaders or whatever, and then they was telling me, what was being said or whatever, and then Didi came and found me, and she had the nerve to be mad at me, y'all. This lady gonna say, well, why you say it was me? You should have never said it was a bitch. Why is you out here spreading lies? Why is you making it seem like I got beef with this girl and I said something about it and I'm just up here talking about it when the conversation wasn't even like that at all? She's like, well, you should have never just said it was me. But I stand on business. I can stand on what the fuck I said. If I said something, yes, I can say it today. I said it. And that's how you know you being messy. If you can't stand on the shit that you say, then don't be saying nothing at all. Especially involving my name in the workplace, because I'm always looking for upward movement. You know, you gotta conduct yourself a certain kind of way. And in real life, nah, I don't do that in real life either. I can't stand a person that be having all that mouth, Billy Badass. Okay, when it comes down to really getting down and showing what's really gonna happen, must get to stuttering, backpedaling, and all this other stuff. Yeah, that ain't me. That's why I don't like to get in confrontations with people for real and all that. Because yeah, shit. I'm like Nike, just do it. You know. Yeah, that's when you need to be scared. When I'm not arguing back with you, if I ain't saying nothing, because once I make my mind up, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Like to the point to where I try not to get to that point to where I won't care. Like I'll tell on myself, yeah, I did it, and I'll do it again. I have a history of it, you know. So that's why I try not to be into it with people. But I'm like, the hell, no, this lady is not confronting me. I was so damn mad, man. I wish I still had the damn napkin. But when I tell you, I wrote on front and back, unfolded it, and some more stuff, okay? Because like I got me messed up. Like, why would you even think that was okay and that's cool? Like y'all still people. Like no. Like yeah, it's like a person that don't be around kids. Like oh they so cute, don't treat the kids like that. Till you find out the little kid, it's like a little seed, like a little demon seed. It's like what the hell's wrong with this kid? Yeah, some of them people like that. You know, like you think they be cool or whatever. Nah, vicious, mean, messy. Boy, I got so many stories from that damn job. I really didn't like. I remember one time when I first started working there. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but yeah, it really works or whatever. They get ready to be doing what I'm saying they be doing. So we had this cook, he was blind. Yes, blind, completely blind. Can't see at all. And yeah, he was a cook. So, you know, I had first started there or whatever. Of course the training they always tell us, you know, if one of the disabled people need help, you know, assistance, you know, always assist them. Sorry. I got a list, y'all, so forgive me. And plus, that's something I do anyway. If I see somebody that's, you know, in need of help, you know, I do that. But anyway, so I'm walking in, and you know, me and him was talking and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, you know," but I'm like, I was like a food service worker. I didn't really need to go in the freezers, and I don't really like to because there's anything that could, I don't know how to get out of. I don't like the cold. The door, I just had a fear of being stuck in there or whatever. You know, I was telling him this, and he was just like, yeah. He's like, well, you know, all you gotta do is stand real close, you know, stand close to it, and then say open, and then you know it'll open. Mind you, this is the blind dude telling me this, right? I'm like, oh, okay, let me go. He's like, oh yeah, try it. So I go and I try it, right? I'm like, open, nothing happens. He was like, is you standing close enough? I said, maybe I'm not, so I move closer. I'm like, open, nothing happens. He busts up laughing. I'm like, what's funny? He was like, I was just fucking with you. I'm like, you know what? I can't. I cannot. But ain't nobody at the bank. Oh, the bank is open. Ain't no holiday today, is it? Let's pull up to the bank. All right, guys. Yeah, I just pulled up to the bank. So what I'm gonna do is go in here, handle this business. Drop off my timesheet. Then I need to hit Uber's Fresh Market to get some meat and some fruit and stuff. I'm gonna try to come back. This is all new to me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all of those good things. I really do appreciate it. Y'all be blessed, be great, and you know, till next time. Bye bye.